So today we're going to talk about quick melee and some little tidbits about it. This video is going to go over stuff like its damage, lunge, and some little tips and tricks that you can do with it that I don't think people quite understand or even know. But yeah, also in case you're wondering what I mean by quick melee, this is quick melee. This is your melee button. That's quick melee. Yeah, like what he's doing over there, that's quick melee. If you like this kind of video, be sure to give us a like, comment, subscribe, action, that's really do appreciate it. And also consider joining the Discord. We do have a Discord. You should definitely join there. We have cookies and we have different flavor cookies this time. We have chocolate chip and snickerdoodle. We added some. So yeah, see, he agrees. See. With that out of the way, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, first things first, let's start with the button that is used to, well, melee. If you are on controller, it will be R3. If you are on default controls, that is. If you are on M&K, I have no clue. I'm sorry. But if you want to find out, you can just go to your settings like this. Go over down to your desired keyboard or controller thing. Scroll all the way down here, and you'll find the quick melee button right here. And for M&K, it'll be way down here, right there. It's V for default. There you go. Hey, I'm V. That's me. But yeah, that's how you melee. And that's kind of that, really. Yeah, get fucked on. So now, anyway, so now we're gonna talk about the damage that quick melee does. Quick melee does exactly 40 damage. That's important. It does 40, not 50, like it is in other games. It does 40. And here's for 40. You can count the health bar. That's 40. Which, by the way, if you don't know, check my video, link in the description, and at the end of this video about the health bars in the game. But we're gonna melee him again.
Taking damage.
Once again, 40 damage. That's 40 damage total. Go ahead, melee me. And as you see, I lost 40 health. 210. That's 40 damage. I don't know why we didn't just have you melee me to begin with. That's much easier to explain, but I'm stupid. But yeah, it does 40 damage, and that's all you kind of really need to know about the damage it does. It does 40 damage. Now I'm going to show you guys kind of like the tracking of quick melee, and this is kind of weird. It's not exactly the most consistent thing that you can rely on per se, but the melee does have a little bit of tracking. I'm going to attempt to show you this now. So like I'm looking right here, right? If I go for the melee, wait, hold on. Oh, there it is. You see that? You see that lunge just did? Is it like a, see that? That right there is like a little like tracking, auto tracking thing it does. Now this isn't going to happen in a lot of cases, but it can happen, it will happen, and you need to just be aware when it does happen, because otherwise you're going to be sat there like, what the fuck is that kind of thing, because you know, I'm obviously not looking there, right? I'm looking like a little bit this way, and it just fucking made me go straight over to the left, you know, like it could be disorienting, but just understand that it does do that, and that's the thing. So now I want to talk about the lingering hitbox that it has. Now this is gonna be kind of weird to show, but watch. If I were to like just melee like this and then walk to him, he would still take the damage from like the hitbox, even though I melee like a little bit before him, like this. Wait, hold on, I got it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. See that? Like that. I meleeed and then I moved it into him. It has like a little lingering hitbox, and that goes hand in hand with what I want to talk about next, being what I'm considering a momentum melee. And if you come from Splitgate, it's not that kind of momentum melee, but I call it a momentum melee because essentially you can do something like this, where you could just run forward at someone, melee preemptively, and then you'll like run and like the hitbox will run into them, sort of thing. That's why I call it momentum melee. Maybe that's not like the technical term, but that's what I call it. Cause like, you know, you're running, you got momentum, you're meleeing, and like you're hitting them. You know what I mean? It's momentum melee. Yeah. So momentum melee, pretty cool. Definitely use it. And just to add a little thing here, it doesn't do additional damage. It's still all this is always 40. It's always 40. just wanna throw that out there. It's always 40. So now I want to show you guys some little stuff you can do with the quick melee. So you can kind of melee things through walls, which it's kind of wacky, it's kind of funny, but I'll show you what I mean here. So you see this red candy here? So watch this. If I go over here, and I wasn't just do like this. Yeah. Simon, and like to the same vein, if there was like a mine like on this wall, this wall might be a little too thick. But if I do this, nope, it's not. You could just break it. And the same thing goes for like literally any object. You have like a flame barrel, like I don't know, right here. And let's just say you somehow knew there was a flame barrel there. You go like, it's on fire now. So it's pretty interesting. But a reason why this is kind of important to really know is specifically for zip lines, and I will show you that now. So this is like obviously like, you know, this might not necessarily happen in most games kind of thing, but you can kind of get the idea of what I mean here. So say you're on a floating platform or something, someone makes a zip line coming up to you, right? And then, you know, you see the zip line is over there, but you can't really get to it without like exposing yourself, right? Well, because you know the zip line is literally right there, you can just go like, and now it's gone. You don't gotta expose yourself at all. It's definitely handy. I used it quite a bit. It's it's really good. It's really good to do. It's quite useful, and yeah. I do want to point out though, you cannot hit people through walls though, and we can show that real quick as well. But like, so for example, he's over there on this wall right here. If I was to do, well, I might hit your hand. Move your hands. Yeah, there you go. If I was to go like this, nothing. But if I see his hand like this, I can hit his hand because it's like clipping through the wall. Yeah, fuck your hands. Yeah, fuck them hands. Yeah, fuck them. But yeah, you cannot hit players through walls. If their limbs is showing, then yeah, you can hit them. But you can't hit players through walls, so you don't gotta worry about like, you know, someone doing that to you or you potentially trying to do that to other people. You can't do that. But you can hit gadgets and other like items through walls. That is in fact a thing. So now I want to talk about kind of like meleeing objects with well, the melee. So normally if you were to just throw an object like this, oh, he intercepted it. Technical difficulties. But normally if you were to just throw an object like this, that's how far it went, you know? But if you were to do the same thing, but melee throw it, see how much distance you cover? Cover a lot more distance. We will say, there is a little caveat with doing this, and that is, can you give me the box side, please? Give me the fucking rock! There's a little caveat about doing this though, and that is, you kind of have to be moving forward for this to actually like do anything. Because if you're doing it about standing still like this, like watch. I'm just going to stand still, we're just going to throw it like this. You know, went basically nowhere, right? Now we're gonna do the same thing again, but melee throw it. It went that way, but it also went basically fucking nowhere. So essentially, if you wanted to go further and like really, really far, you need to be moving forward, melee throw, and it will go really, really far. as long as you don't hit something like I did. But you know, that's kind of the moral of the story. Move forward, throw it, and it goes further. Move forward, melee throw, and it goes even further. But on the same note, heavies happen to throw it even further than lights and mediums. In case you didn't know that, this isn't really that kind of video, but you know, bonus tips. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to have our resident heavy here. Cash, you take the box and just throw it normally. You know, about moving forward or whatever. Throw it normal, you know, it didn't really go that far, you know, kind of basic bit shit, right? But now, he can go ahead and just melee throw it, and now watch how this baby fly. Whee! Literally insane. And if I would have tried to do the same thing, it wouldn't even have made it close. But yeah. So more of the story. If you want to throw the box, or I guess anything really, further, make sure you're moving forward and you melee throw, and it will go further than if you would if you just did like this. What the? I just got yeeted. So another little tidbit about meleeing objects. If you have, let's say, a mine, right? Let's say there's a mine on an object. Like there's a mine on someone's trophy, or there's a mine on, I don't know, this plant here, right? Now, ordinarily, if you were to walk into it, like an enemy walk into it or something, they touch it and they would go boom, right? They die. Well, they won't die, but you know, they take damage, right? If you were to pick this up, it like this deactivates, right? Pretty cool, pretty nice. But what you can do while you have an object in your hand like this, what you can do is you can actually melee it like this. Okay, well, technical difficulties. So what I was trying to show before that planter literally told me, fuck me, is this. So this a mine or a C4 on something like a cash box or like a trophy or something like that, right? What you can do is you can pick up the box and you can melee it like this, and you won't take nearly as much damage. Which, by the way, this also was in my mine video, which link in the description if you want to watch that one. But yeah, and the same thing goes with C4s. Like if he had a C4, he put a C4 on there, and then I would have picked it up. Oh look, it's on the thing, but it's not going to activate because I picked it up. But if I wanted to get rid of it, I could just go like boop. I don't take nearly as much damage, and I'm still fine. All is well that ends well, kind of thing. So that's basically it for this video. I know I said this last time, but this time this video is shorter than the other ones. I'm pretty sure. And if it's not, then that shit crazy.
Hello from the North Pole.
Hope this guy has helped someone. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you can find your quick melees more useful in shenanigans or something now. Obviously it doesn't do anything against a hammer because they have a hammer. But yeah, that's a video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, action.
Hop on up.
But yeah, without further ado, we bid you all adieu. Take care and peace. Bye bye. Cut me, I'm reloading.